What if I told you $100 was the key to abundance? I know it was for me. I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, this week we're doing a series on abundance for house cleaners. When you get started in the house cleaning business, often we start out at ground zero. We have a small amount of money to get invested in the business, and the goal is to make as much money as possible. As we go from here to wild business success of growing an empire, there are steps along the way that must be paid attention to. That way, when you get to the wild success, you will recognize it and you will accept it as your truth instead of sabotaging it because it's so foreign to you. You've never seen that kind of money before. All right? So in the process, I've shared a couple of stories with you, and I'll leave links in the notes to the playlist, also at the end of the video, so that you can watch the other episodes in this abundance series. But I shared with you a story how at age 24, I was diversifying my business portfolio, and I bought another business that actually had 10 years of employee withholding taxes that had not been paid when I took ownership. The IRS came after me, and I lost everything I own from that business and also my cleaning business, and I had to start completely over from scratch. During that time, I was looking for solutions. I need to get back on my feet again. I need solutions. I was desperate. I was sad, I was depressed, and I was looking for solutions when I stumbled upon a book called Ask and It Is Given. I will leave links in the show notes to that as well in case you want to check it out. Inside the book, there are 22 steps of things you can do to get back on track if you're in a financial bind. And one of those was called the wallet secret. And in the wallet secret, they suggest that you carry $100 with you in your wallet. Now, at the time, I had $4 in my bank account. So coming up with $100 was just this huge amount of money that I couldn't even imagine, right? And now I'm supposed to take $100 and put it inside my wallet and not spend it. And I thought, this is really a strange concept, but let's see how this works. The whole premise is this. If I have $100 in my wallet, suddenly instead of feeling like, oh, I'm so broke, I've got $4 to my name, how am I going to put food on the table today? It comes from a place of course I can put food on the table today. I have $100 in my wallet. It's a completely different set of energy that I'm putting out in the universe, and then you attract what you are, right? So if you are positive and you're like, sure, I've got plenty of money, you attract more money to you. If you are focused on being broke and being poor and being sad and depressed and sorry and unlucky and all of these things, that's what you put out into the universe. Again, that's what you attract to you. We talked in another one of these shows on the Abundance series about how when you make a negative post on Facebook, you get a lot of negativity coming back at you, people agreeing with you. Yet when you post a positive post on Facebook, lots of people come back and they congratulate you and they clap for you and they celebrate you and all these things. So what you put out there is also what you reap. And it goes back to the law of the harvest. If we plant seeds, we get the seeds that we planted. They grow to whatever it is we planted, right? You plant carrots, you get carrots. You don't get potatoes, right? So that is the law of the harvest. So the whole concept of the $100 in your wallet, keep the $100 in your wallet at all times. In the event that you want to spend it, you can, but the encouragement is don't. Because here's how this works. I got $100 in my wallet. I'm walking down the street and I see this new handbag. Whoa, it's $80. A part of me is like, I would never spend $80 for a handbag, right? But the reality is I got $100 in my wallet. I could buy it if I wanted. All right, so in my mind, I just spent $100 on that because sure, I'm wealthy now. I got $100. I can buy that. You go to the next store and there's a pair of shoes. The shoes are $79. $79 for a pair of shoes, right? You've either been buying shoes at the thrift store, you've been buying them on discount, you've been buying them on buy one, get one half off, whatever it is you're doing, like I was doing, then suddenly a $79 pair of shoes, not a problem. I got $100 in my pocketbook right now. I could buy it if I wanted to. And so the challenge is spend the money in your head. Every time you walk by a store, spend the money in your head. I would spend the money 10, 20, 30 times a day on fun things that I never actually bought. And so they weren't hoarding and cluttering up my house, but I was like, I have the money. Of course I have the money. It's in my wallet right now. And you go past a restaurant and you see a really nice meal. Part of us is like, I would never spend $50 on a meal. I could spend $50 on a meal. I got $100 right here in my pocket. So what happens is it starts changing the way that you see the world. One of the interesting things is this: my world did change. I was able to get back on my feet. I was able to start my business over again. I was able to build an enormous cleaning empire. Okay, the good news is this: it's been about 25 years, and I still carry $100 in my wallet. What's really interesting about this is I don't spend it. I spend other money. I spend lots of other money, and lots of other money comes through my life, and there's a flow and energy of money coming and going at all times. But the $100 in my wallet celebrates this. I'm never going to be broke because I got $100 right there. And you say, $100 doesn't go very far. I know it doesn't. That's not the point. The point is, it brings and it celebrates to me that I have the ability to pay. Okay? So the secret is abundance. When you have abundance and you're coming from a place of abundance, what you attract into your world is more abundance. And so my goal for you is keep $100 inside your wallet at all times. And every time you want to buy something, sure, I could buy it. I got $100 right here. And then maybe you don't spend it at all. If you do spend it, you've already exercised that opportunity one time. And if you don't spend it, you can spend it thousands of times over and over and over and over again without actually spending it. And the unconscious mind doesn't know if you just spent it for real or if you just spent it in your head. It doesn't know. All it knows is that, hey, there's an abundance here. Sure, I can afford this. And then it brings you more of that. So the secret to abundance and the law of attraction and the law of the harvest is you have to be willing to accept the abundance, and you do that by creating abundance. Now, it doesn't count if you put an IOU in your wallet, because the IOU says, I still don't believe in abundance. You got to actually have the money to put in your wallet and keep with you at all times so that you come from a place, of course, I have the money, right? I am rich. I am abundant. I can spend the money at any time, right? So I want you just to focus on this wallet secret. Abundance creates abundance. All right, I hope that helps. If it does, give us a thumbs up. If you got questions or comments, leave those in the notes below. Until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.